Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. 1858. Machita sarvagura durgani mat prasada tarishyasi atache tvam ahankaram na shosasi vinakshasi. If you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. Now, Prabhupada has a beautiful purport, and in fact, we should thank him for this beautiful purport. Now, all of us think that we are not in danger. We are in full control of the situation around us, and we are happy and comfortable. Okay? We ask anybody, how are you? Fine. Actually, he is mad. If anybody says he is fine. Why? Because, first thing, he is not free to do what he wants to do. Today I want 100 crore rupees, I can't have. Correct? I am not free to do whatever I want to do. Number one. I want particular thing to enjoy, it will not be available to me. It's not possible. At the same time, on the material happiness, I am not able to have whatever I have. And even this material happiness, which comes in a conditioned stage, this is called conditioned stage, where conditioning is there. It's not coming whatever you want. Krishna's name is Satya Sankalpa. Whatever he wishes, immediately manifest. But we cannot do that. We have no Satya Sankalpa. And the second thing is that all the so-called happiness of this world, material happiness, is interrupted by three kinds of sufferings. What are the three kinds of suffering? The bodily suffering. My body is giving me discomfort in so many ways. And I am becoming old, so many diseases are there, and then my leg is paining, my head is paining, my back is paining. Some discomfort body is giving. Just like some people in this rain, what happens, their nails cut and they get abscess, or they get corn on the leg in the rainy time. So many kind of discomforts this body is giving me. Then my mind is always giving me discomfort, some anxieties. So this one problem everybody has, body and mind. Number one, Adhyatmika klesha. Adi Bhaudika klesha, that I also have some more problem because the other living entities, they are not sparing me. The nature of this world is people become envious of you. If you become successful, more you are successful, more enemies you have to face in this world. Correct? So that is the second part. You have to be ready to deal with it. You become famous, a lot of people become jealous of it. They want to attack you unnecessarily. You are sitting peacefully, mosquito will not let you sit peacefully, bite you. So other living entities, including snakes, mosquitoes, so many, and most dangerous are human beings who will get angry. Because other living entities somehow you can tackle, but human beings very difficult. If they get envious, very difficult to tame them. They say that you can tame even a wild animal. Correct? You can tame, but very difficult to tame an envious person. 2. So there is Adhyatmika klesha, there is Adi Bhautika klesha, and there is Adi Daivika klesha. We also have suffering because of nature. Now rain is going on. And some places in India, we are suffering too much rain. Some places in India, no rain now. They have starvation. Somewhere floods are going on because of rain. So many things. So every person is tormented by these difficulties, and these difficulties, all the three are continuously going on. Where is happiness, sir? So somebody says, how are you? Suffering. How? Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidevika. Then a person has come to reality. Otherwise he is a madman. I know we always bring out the reality, because what is people trying to do? They are trying to enjoy this world. We say there is no enjoyment in this world. Actually, if you look at a material way, person is constantly suffering. We give this example. Suppose you put somebody's head inside water. What will happen? It's gastric or life. You put it out. How are you? Fine. That is fine. Fineness is exams are over. Some tension is over. That is called fine. But there is no positive happiness in this world. So every individual is actually trapped and is in trouble in this world. Prabhupada says everybody is in trouble. Whoever is there in the material world is in trouble. Now this we should be thoroughly convinced first. Just like Arjuna, before the Bhagavad Gita began, you're thoroughly convinced he is in trouble. He doesn't want to fight this war, but yes. It's like that, we don't want to do so many things, but we are forced to. Trouble is there. All of us are in trouble in this world. Correct? And on top of it, what I want, I don't get. And three kind of sufferings are like three kind of whips. Somebody is standing there and whipping you one after another. And how are you? Fine. Suppose somebody is being whipped, like they have some countries of the world. If you do some crime, they have 100 Kodamanos. They have that thing, no? 100 times the person should be caned. And one by one he is being caned and you go in meeting. How are you? Fine. Now another cane is coming. What fine? So similarly, same way we are also being caned one after another, actually. And this is how the whole life is going on. So in this situation, first we should be convinced Krishna gives guidance to save us. If we follow the guidance of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, understanding why this caning is going on and who am I first and why this caning is going on. Okay? Suppose you went to some country, I don't know what happened, suddenly they caught you and caning is started. What you will question first? Suppose some very wise, nice person comes of the country, some saintly person comes. You will fall at his feet. He said two questions. First, who am I? And why these people are caning? Correct? You will ask this question or not? Why they are caning you? Therefore, Sanatana Goswami, when he met Lord Chaitanya, he had these two questions. My dear sir, Kayami, who am I? Who am I first? I am not this body. But who am I? I don't know. Number two, why I am suffering? Why I am suffering so much in the material existence? Actually, just like an intoxicated person forgets that he is suffering. Sometimes they do that. And too much trouble is there, too much kashta is there, people drink. Actually, as the people are becoming unregulated in this world, sufferings are increasing. Because anyway there is suffering in this world. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. These are the main suffering which are served to you. Just like you go to a restaurant, they give you Janma, terrible suffering. Somehow we survive. Actually we die, many people die. And then old age, terrible suffering. Diseases, terrible suffering. And at the end death, another torturous suffering. Correct? These, when you are movement, everybody is given. And these four things are there. Enjoy these sufferings. Apart from that, if we live a crazy life in which we break all the regulations, then what happens? Extras are given. Take this more. Yeah, some misunderstanding, some another person. So many kind of sufferings can add on to Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Extras. So we are actually suffering in so many ways in the material world. So our inquiry should be how to get out of this suffering. So Krishna gives guidance. But only a person who is convinced. Just like we discussed the example of Shukadeva Goswami. In the morning, Bhagavatam we are discussing. He used 7 days are remaining for me to live. And he came to the banks of the Ganges. All the sages on their own accord came to guide him. And then appeared, correct? He was very keen. He asked this question to all the sages. What is the duty of a man who is just about to die? What is the duty of any person in this world? Particularly of a person who is about to die. And there appeared a great sage called Shukadeva Goswami. And when Shukadeva Goswami was coming, he was surrounded by women and some strange children who were all laughing at him. They could not recognize who is this person. The moment he came to the assembly of the great sages, poof, everybody got up. My God, who has come here? All got up. And they offered the chief guest seat for him. And everybody sat down to listen to him. And Parikshit Maharaj fell at his feet and again asked these two questions. What is the duty of an individual and particularly the duty of a man who is about to die. Correct? Point I want to bring out today is this. Common mass of people could not recognize him. They were laughing at him. He was a great Acharya. Shukadeva Goswami was not ordinary. A very great Acharya. One of the greatest Acharyas in India's history. But common people are laughing at him when he was walking. So, a guru or a great Acharya will not be revealed to you unless you have this question in your heart. Why I am suffering in this existence? Who am I? If these questions are not there, you are wasting your time going to a temple. Because temple is meant to answer this question. Prabhupada used to say, temples are places for learning. They are places for education. Correct? And this question should be prominent in my heart. Who am I? Why? What am I doing in this world? And why am I suffering so much? Take it. And then a bona fide teacher will come and Krishna within the heart will reveal to you, he is the person who is going to guide you. Because Krishna is not going to leave somebody who wants to make his life perfect. Correct? Krishna is sitting in the heart, the very purpose of existence where somebody is questioning. Krishna sitting in the heart is not going to leave you. Two ways Krishna is going to help you. One is called Chaitya Guru. Within the heart, Krishna will start instructing anyway. But further to guide you properly, Krishna will arrange and will send a pure devotee to guide you. Both ways work will go on. Okay? You understand this point? But just like somebody says, I want to get admitted to the best college. What will you say? First get qualified. Now the results are coming. If your marks are 35%, not even passing, I want the best college. Not possible. Similarly, a disciple who is not serious will become a burden on a bona fide spiritual master. Therefore, Krishna will not reveal him that person. Correct? Suppose a student who is not qualified and the best college also takes him admission, he becomes a burden on that college. Because what to do with it? Just like some of the colleges you go, they have this all this reservation and everything. People enter because of quotas and all. When they come inside, it's a burden for the teachers. Sometimes they fail 200. I ask them, what to do? Or some of the private colleges are there, they take capitation and put the child in. But inside the fellow comes, teachers struggle to teach him. It's a burden actually. Correct? So not only teacher has to be qualified, student also has to be qualified. So in this way, Krishna is a bona fide teacher. But to develop faith in him, we need to be sincere. In fact, our Srila Prabhupada also. Same Acharya who shook the whole world. Millions of people's life changed. 70 years of his life in India, nobody recognized him. Same person. He wrote books before going to America. Bhagavatam 3 volume, the first canto was written before he went to America. The same book will change the life of millions of people. Nobody bothered to even look at it. Why? Because we are only interested today to imitate the way. We have lost our own culture. We have lost. We have lost respect for our own culture. Now we want to imitate Western culture. Prabhupada, when he was in America, they asked him, what is the condition of India? And it has not changed actually. Prabhupada said, very sad. They said, why? He said, because it is like a rich man's son. Now suppose somebody's father is very rich. Okay? Now he leaves his house. And then after leaving his house, he is begging on the street. He said, and at home so much money is there, why you have left that and begging in the street? So similarly, we abandoned our own culture. Culture means what? Not the dress, the knowledge. We have lost the Vedic knowledge. I am not body and spirit, soul. We have lost it. Take statistics. Even people who call themselves so-called Hindus ask this question. Are you body or soul? They don't know. Okay? You go and ask. So many relatives are there, elders, they ask this question. Who are you? Are you the body or spirit soul? He does not know. Even he knows, he has no faith in it. No understanding about it. He cannot convince you also. Then Bhagavad Gita begins at that point. Bhagavad Gita is not do your duty. Bhagavad Gita is who are you. That is the first point. And then it develops about the science of the soul. So this knowledge is lost. Knowledge is primary. Culture is nothing but based on the knowledge. When people live in a particular way, that is called culture. Today, just like they have this so many Tulunadunam, so many things they want to revive. Some drummer, some dresser. That is material, useless, external. May not be. It is not very important. Was it in knowledge which has to revive? Yes. Rest of the things will automatically follow. If without knowledge you try to put on the people certain culture, they will revolt. Correct? At least nobody will like it. So what we need to do is that we have to revive the Vedic knowledge. And Krishna is saying, if you act based on that, your life will be saved. And if you disregard that, you are lost. Therefore, Prabhupada gives a beautiful purport here. He says you will be completely lost. Prabhupada said, therefore, don't be carried away by false ego of the bodily concept of life. Where does the ahankara come? I am independent of Krishna. Because you have forgotten the fact you are an Atma, part and parcel of Krishna. You are a servant of Krishna in this world. So where is the ahankara is coming? I am independent of Krishna. Because of false ego, false identification with the body, the ahankara is coming. I am independent of Krishna and I am acting in a strange way. I am not caring for Krishna's guidance. So Krishna is saying, if you behave like this, you neglect the guidance that I am giving you in Bhagavad Gita. Correct? Krishna is guiding Arjuna. Krishna is telling Arjuna, very famous statement, you will be lost. Lost means you don't know where you will be thrown in this huge ocean of material existence. I cannot give you protection. We should not think, I am a devotee of Krishna. You have to follow Krishna. Devotee means devoted. Disciple means discipline. If you neglect to follow the orders of Krishna and guidance of Krishna, there is zero protection. You are lost, thrown in the material existence. I don't know. Next life I am an ant or a rat, and I continue the suffering of material existence. The very purpose, Arjuna said, I am suffering, Krishna, guide me. Parikshit Maharaj said, I am suffering, guide me. So first, be convinced that I am suffering. And number two, my Lord Krishna, please guide me. And if you follow the guidance, you will be saved. Otherwise, you will be lost in the material existence. One should note very carefully that one who is not active in Krishna consciousness is losing himself in the material world. Who is not, because you have to do activity. If you do not act Krishna consciously, you will act in sense gratification. Then it's gone in the ocean of birth and death. And then Prabhupada is concluding, no conditioned soul knows what is to be done and what is not to be done. We are not actually in knowledge what is to be done. So therefore what should be done? We should take the knowledge. But a person who acts in Krishna consciousness is free to act. Why? Because when you become a devotee of Krishna and surrender to Krishna and try to follow Krishna, then Krishna sitting in the heart, seeing our sincerity, starts guiding us more and more from within the heart and through the spiritual master. And when we are under the guidance of Krishna, just like a doctor, when you are very sick, and doctor gives you the medication and you don't follow, doctor will say, I cannot save you if you behave like this. Doctor will say, no, you are having 105 fever and I want to die. Doctor says, take this medication. Don't eat ice now, you are already having throat infection. And doctor comes and sees, he's eating ice. He sees, take a medicine. No, what will doctor say? I cannot save you. So similarly, we are all suffering in material existence and Krishna is guiding us. But if we don't follow Krishna, Krishna is saying, I cannot help you. Okay, so we have to take, it is said, we have to. Krishna is giving his hand, but we have to lift our hand. Yes, Krishna, please save me. We have to come forward.